Goobers, episode 9 with Nathan, Sean, Jupiter, and Girthquake.
Why did you just switch it up like that?
You know, I gotta throw a few curveballs every now and then.
That was just...
It's more than a curveball.
Well, that was more hitting the batter, I will agree, but... Anyways, Jupiter, you have a story to tell.
Mm-hmm.
I do. This is a really interesting story. I'm not entirely sure how old it is. It's kind of old. But I think that the proceedings of the court case I will be talking about are still underway, or at least they just finished up. So today I think we should talk about Natalia Barnett. She was a Ukrainian girl who was adopted by two people in the United States. All that was known about her was that she was born in 2003 and had a severe form of dwarfism. But soon after the Barnetts adopted her, they started realizing some pretty weird things. Mm-hmm. Like, she said she couldn't walk, and all of a sudden she was running. She also started talking about wanting to kill the family while they slept. So, yeah, They took her to therapy and inpatient, and Natalia claimed that she was 18 years old. So apparently she admitted to being not as old as she was, but some doctors said that she was lying about that, because if she's claiming to have dwarfism and wanting to kill her parents, you know, how trustworthy is she? So they got some skeletal tests done on her, and two independent doctors said, yeah, no, she's definitely 9. She's not 18. She's 9. But the Barnetts decided to hire their own doctor to look at her skeletal records, and this doctor found that Natalia was actually 22. So they petitioned the court to change her age legally on her birth certificate, which I didn't even know was a thing. Does that make sense to any of you guys?
How can you change your birthday? That doesn't make sense.
I don't know. Apparently that's a thing that you can do. So if you have proof that you're actually a 52-year-old guy stuck in a 17-year-old boy's body, Nathan, you can petition the court.
That feels like a Netflix Adam Sandler movie.
Yeah. Also,
that he's already made that one.
That begs some questions. Like, if you right now, Nathan, are 17, but you petition the court with proof that you are 52, does that mean that you can get your pension, like, at the age that it's actually on your birth certificate? Because what ended up happening with Natalia is they did change her birth year. So instead of being 9, she was legally 22. So she was able to do all of the stuff an adult would be able to do. So the Barnetts abandoned her. They moved to Canada with their genius son, and they left her. They're like, we'll pay for an apartment for a year. Good luck. She ended up finding another family, and the court case now is that the Barnetts abandoned a child, but she was legally 22. So,
I mean, she also threatened to murder them, which I feel like is a pretty big deal.
Yeah, but also, I
would have abandoned that kid too after that.
Yeah, but also, if she was actually a child, then, and she was adopted by them, legally all the responsibility of that child is given to the person that adopts them. So either they have to give her up to foster care. That would have made more sense, give her up to foster care, than just changing her birth year and abandoning her.
Yeah, I feel like they could have gone about that in a better way.
So let's pretend, Nathan, that you change your age to 52.
Mm-hmm.
How long would you get a pension for? Like, how long do pensions last? Like, because obviously you're 17,
Mm-hmm.
and you'd be getting a pension in 12 years. So you'd be getting a pension for a very long time. Like, there's a lot of legal things about that just don't make sense.
Yeah.
Why is that legal to change your birth year? Especially that much. Maybe 1 or 2 years would make sense, maybe under certain circumstances, but 9 years old to 22 years old makes absolutely no sense.
It's just, did somebody sit down and figure all this out, write everything down? Or, like, is this the first time this has happened? There's no way this is the first time this has happened.
I'll Google it, but that's crazy.
Next
Alright.
time someone makes me mad, I'm going to petition the court to change their age to like 80.
I think you need proof, though.
I mean, they didn't really have real proof. Like, that doctor he was just lying.
I feel like I could go up there and be like, Your Honor, they're just built different, and that would be like the same amount of proof.
That's so weird.
Nathan, remember at Rilo when we couldn't find out the race of Jeff Goldblum?
I
Did we
do
ever find
remember
out
that.
what race he is?
I don't think
So is he
we...
white or black? I think he's white, but I don't want to Google it because I like having the mystery there.
Yeah, that's true. Maybe, I don't know, maybe one of us could Google it and just keep it a secret, like...
Yeah.
Okay, so, it says that you have to provide evidence to support your claim and file a petition to the court. I Googled, this is the exact thing I Googled, can you change your age through the court? And do you know what's coming up? A lot of old men and women who are like, we live in a time when you can change your name and change your gender. Why can't I decide my own age? That is from Emil Rattleband.
Call out to Emil.
BBC.com. Excuse me, that doesn't make sense.
That's an Adventure Time name.
That's not... I mean, age is just a concept.
You can't change how long you've been on the planet.
Yeah.
Yeah. Emil Rattleband, he's a motivational speaker, said, he's a Dutchman who wants to change his age from 69 to 49. And his argument is transgender people get to change their gender. That's a lot different.
Yeah, that's very different.
Changing your age.
Look on the bright side. At least he's picking 49 and not 16.
That'd be a bit creepy.
I have heard of one person who did make an attempt to do that. It was like a 33-year-old man who wanted to change his age to 15.
Ooh.
In order to date a 17-year-old.
No.
That's so gross.
Yeah.
Just a number in jail, just a room.
They're calling it age reassignment.
That feels...
I hate the implications of that.
Yeah. That's so weird.
So, the stuff going on in the news right now is also crazy.
Oof, yeah. A little bit.
I wish I was in Washington. They seem like they're having a lot of fun.
Fun? Wasn't somebody shot?
Yeah.
Somebody died.
4 people are dead, Brandon.
Yeah. But did you also see the guy who stole the podium from
4 people are dead, Brandon.
There were 4. Last time I checked yesterday, there was 1.
Yeah, there was 1 person who was shot. There was 1 woman who was shot. 3 others were hospitalized. All of them have now been pronounced dead.
Oh.
Damn. Well, yeah, you don't go around those guys. You go around the guys who are like taking pictures on like the Senate floor of them like being in the chairs and stuff. You know, that's all I really want. I just wanted to steal the podium like that one guy did, sell it on eBay for almost $100,000.
There's got to be some repercussions for that. Like, these people are gonna get punished for doing this, right?
Yeah.
There's no way.
It's gonna be just like remember the Chaz Chop thing that happened in Seattle? I guarantee you every single person who participated in that is on a government watch list and will slowly be detained or arrested over the next, 10 years. Because they caused, what was it, over $5 million worth of damage? Or something like that.
Not to mention they stole 4 lives.
And Chaz Chop, I think it was actually more. And there was
I don't know what that is.
A bunch of protesters took over a couple blocks in Seattle and called it the something semi-autonomous zone or whatever. And it was
I
just
remember hearing about that.
It was like if South Park did an episode about liberals and Black Lives Matter, that would have been in the episode. It really seemed like something out of South Park. And then again, so does this. So
yeah. I don't know.
But
Don't want to
they
get
took
too
it over,
political,
they
but
they had spaces where white people couldn't enter, and it was just for black people. And because that's not racist, it's giving black people their safe space and allowing
isn't that just
them to
reverse
keep land.
segregation?
No, that's just normal segregation. Because they
Well,
were
yeah, I
giving
just meant,
black people their own space for as an apology for slavery, at least in some of the cases.
Huh. I feel like we're getting into an area where, shouldn't be talked about on a high school podcast.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but
Maybe a little bit.
I mean, really, with what happened yesterday, I don't think it's really a political issue anymore.
Oh, no, yeah. Yesterday, I think it got completely out of hand.
Yeah.
Anyway, moving on from that.
Okay, wait.
'cause
I'll make this. I'll spin it
that.
around and make it more goober-like, okay? So I would just like to say that this proves that had more people actually stormed Area 51, it could have happened. Is all I'm saying.
It's true.
Take anything away from this.
I
via the
forgot
Goobers.
about that.
We have to
Dude, if
goober
Johnny
by this
spins
event.
the
The thing that should be taken away is that we could have stormed Area.
You heard it here
My
first.
stepmom was like,
Weren't there,
well, they have
13
guns.
people
The
or
people
something?
who were protecting the Capitol building had guns. We could have stormed Area 51. We could have seen them aliens.
Yeah.
Because
If everyone
yesterday,
did
when they,
go there,
What'd you say, Brandon? You guys kind of...
if everyone did show up to Area 51 by when they said they were actually going to, I feel like a lot of other military bases would have been raided because everyone just realized we have the numbers, we could just kind of storm in there. They don't have enough ammo for all of us. Let's go to Area 52 and 53 while we're at it.
Oh, that was terrible. They don't have enough ammo for all of us.
Yeah, it's true. They were giving out what was it? PowerPoint presentations on how to deal with it. And one of the points was there's more of them than there are of us. If that many people do show up, they're going to succeed at some point.
Mm-hmm.
yeah, because the reason that it got as bad as it did yesterday is because from, I believe, police reports and from what they were originally saying when it first started, was they were saying that the Capitol building had guns. And then when it started, they were saying that the Capitol building had guns. And then when it started, they were saying that the Capitol building had guns. And then when it started, they were saying that the Capitol building had guns. And then when it started, they were saying that the Capitol building had guns. And then when it started, they were saying that the Capitol building had guns. And then when it started, they were saying that the Capitol building had guns. And then when it started, they were saying that the Capitol building had guns. And then when it started, they were saying that the Capitol building had guns. And then when it started, they were saying that the Capitol building had guns. And then when it started, they were saying that the Capitol building had guns. And then when it started, they were saying that the Capitol building had guns. And then when it started, they were saying that the Capitol building had guns. And then when it started, they were saying that the Capitol building had guns. And then when it started, they were saying that the Capitol building had guns. And then when it started, they were saying Or outnumbered, I was 12, which is a huge margin at it. Because you would have, let's say, 100 people going up against 4 police officers. I'm pretty sure that the 100 people, my money's on the 100 people.
Well, do we know how many protesters were there?
They're just playing COD Zombies at this point.
I think there was at least...
Brandon, that was a perfect...
At least...
They're going for high rounds, right? They're going around like 25.
At least 1,000.
They're going for at least 80.
There were 1,000?
Yeah.
The pictures were crazy.
Yeah, because they had a rally as an art. Yeah.
Sean keeps cutting out a little bit.
There was at least 10,000. I haven't looked at the exact numbers, but...
That's crazy.
Like, just think about 10,000 people. If you do the 25-to-1 ratio, of 10,000 people against 400 cops, the base of the Capitol. So, yeah, you wonder why they got in so easily.
Mm-hmm. That's crazy.
I'm gonna petition the court to change my age
to talk about
420 years old. And I'm going to ask everyone else to do it. And then we're gonna storm Area 51.
Oh, I think Sean got disconnected. He was cutting out a bit.
13 people at the Area 51 raid or something like that. I can't remember if it was 13 or 51, like unironically, but I think it was 13.
That's it?
Yeah.
Like
Bernie Sanders said that he won. He'd like to show the press what was inside of Area 51, but he didn't win. So we'll never know.
Yeah. I feel like we need to get him in the presidency at this point. Even though by the time Biden's done, I don't know if he's going to be fit to be a president.
Bernie?
Yeah. How old is Bernie?
He's like, I think, around the same age as Trump.
Oh.
Maybe like a year older or something. I don't know.
Okay.
Have I told you guys about the guy who just bought an entire town in California?
No.
But I would love to hear the story.
It was like an old abandoned mining town back from like when the only reason to go to California was because there was gold, you know? And him and a couple of his friends, they got a bunch of people to fund them and like give them money. And so now he just owns a old abandoned mining town high up in the mountains. And like, what in the hell are they doing outside?
Oh, you heard that too?
Bulldozer outside. Anyways. Wait, this is a residential area. Why is there a bulldozer?
Sometimes I forget that you live literally a block away from me.
Yeah. Oh yeah. And like I don't know what he's like trying to do with this place because there's nothing there. There's no electricity or water. And the only real videos he's made are just him sitting down being like, yeah, I don't know what to do. But there's a 30-minute video of me playing Minecraft in an old abandoned mine shaft and then like almost having it cave in on me. Real video, by the way.
That's quality content.
Well, I am out of things to discuss because I'm tired and can't think.
Yeah, calculus
Brandon,
has 3/4 of us done.
I think Brandon.
At least we get to do this in person.
The bulldozer's gone.
Yeah.
But now there's a truck like leaving a what I can only describe as half of a freight container just in my neighbor's driveway.
I don't think I live that far for you. I'm gonna drive down and see what is happening.
I'll just walk up.
Mm.
Yeah. If
I will
Don's
not
the
be
one that
anywhere
doesn't-
near there.
Yeah. Imagine not living walking distance within each other.
Me and Brandon are cool kids.
Yeah. Nathan doesn't live that far away from us either.
No.
You don't
And
live right behind Josh.
I did see Nathan. I remember you were running that one time and you fell in the snowbank.
That was you!
It was me.
Wait, hang on, the way
Listen.
that you say it makes it seem like Jupiter put the snowbank there for you to fall in.
No, because
No.
you were driving real slow, so I was like, oh, I'm gonna have to go around this car. So I went up in the snowbank and I just slipped.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We were going to drop my sister. She was dropping off a present to one of her friends.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was funny. I'm pretty sure I shouted out the window, "Good job, Nathan."
I have earbuds in, so I rarely hear anyone. But
that
I
makes
remember
sense.
doing that with you once too, and I don't think you acknowledged my presence.
it's probably because I don't hear you.
I drove right past like the entire cross country team was running on like the same road.
I don't know.
Yeah, that made my day, Nathan. Seeing you fall into the snowbank.
I was laughing like the entire way back. I don't know.
That was good.
It was interesting. It was a good run though.
That's good.
All right, that's 21 minutes. So
That did not feel like 21 minutes.
yeah, it didn't.
It's because we're with our friends.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, Sean, that's rude.
All right. Well, this has been Goobers episode 9.
Next time it won't sound so bad because we'll be doing it in person.
Yep.
Yay!
That would be worse.
All right. Bye, guys.
Finally.
Bye.
Bye.